Coming up on today's show, I'm going to tell you how Leon Rose pulled off highway robbery this summer. Before we dive into that, though, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We put out free videos every single day on your New York Knicks, and we are almost at our goal of 80,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get there before the season starts, so I need 514 people to hit that sub button right now. This is New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for rolling in. The New York Knicks having Guerschon Yabusele sign a 2-year deal to play with this team is highway robbery. I don't feel as if we are truly understanding the impact that he is going to make for this team. The Knicks were a team last year that were at the bottom of the ranks when it came to bench scoring, and Yabusele was one of the best players in the NBA when it came to scoring off the bench, and he is having a huge, and I mean huge, summer for Team France in the Eurobasket stuff. Another reason it's highway robbery, you got to take a little bit of a discount. Yabusele ended up taking less than that full taxpayer mid-level exception deal to help the New York Knicks go out and sign a player to another veteran minimum deal. With Yabusele taking just $5.5 million, a little bit less than that full taxpayer mid-level exception, it left just enough room below that second apron for the New York Knicks to go out and sign another veteran minimum contract, something we are still waiting on at this point. Smart by Yabusele and his agent, though, to make the contract year of 2026-2027 a player option, because if he performs like I believe he is going to this year, he's going to be making a lot more than $5.7 million next year. We're seeing already, though, this summer with Team France, that Yabusele is showing the type of player that he can be. He just had one of the best games for Team France in history against Poland, an undefeated Poland team just yesterday. Yabusele had 36 points, 6 rebounds, 5 of those coming on the offensive end, had 2 blocks, was able to flex his defensive muscles as well, and he was super efficient on top of that. 12 of 20 from the field and 6 of 12 from downtown. That is where he is going to help the Knicks the most. His ability to put the ball in the basket from all over the hardwood is going to raise the ceiling of this team. He didn't just do it against Poland. He also did it against Team Greece when Giannis Antetokounmpo was playing, when France ended up beating Greece. Yabusele, another efficient game. 4 of 5 from the field, a perfect 3 of 3 from distance, and 14 more points in that game. Reminder, these games are only 40 minutes. They are shorter, so when you put up 36 points in a 40-minute game, that's big-time stuff. And you can see that Team France is starting to rally around Yabusele. He was recently named the team captain of Team France. That is a huge achievement, a massive milestone, and I think that kind of paints the picture of how important, how much of a winner, and how much just of a leader this guy is going to be. I remember reading a quote from him on why he signed with the New York Knicks, and he said, last year when the Knicks took the court, they wanted to kill their opponents. And Yabusele said, that's how I think, and I think I'm going to mesh with them perfectly, and I think he is as well. And I don't think the addition of Yabusele on that 2-year, just under $11 million deal is nearly getting the hype that it should. This is a player that was the offense for the Philadelphia 76ers last year. They were no good. I get it. They had injuries everywhere, but he was able to make the most of his opportunities. And there were times where they would just throw him the ball and say, Yabu, go get a bucket. And he did just that, averaging 11 points per game, shooting better than 50% from the deck, and a scorching red-hot 38% from 3. And now, moving into a Knicks team where there's more structure, there's winning habits, I think that these numbers even have a chance to go up a little bit. I don't know if he's going to play 27 minutes per night every single game with the New York Knicks, but there are going to be stretches where Yabu is kind of carrying the team offensively, especially if Karl Anthony-Towns is sitting down or Jalen Brunson is sitting down. You look at his shot chart from the 2024-2025 season, he is one of the best in the NBA at above-the-break threes. He shot 79 of 200 from above the break, meaning top the key threes, and he knocked them down at a 39.5% clip. The league average is 35.3%. So that is a major major addition to this New York Knicks team. This is a team that did not shoot the ball well from downtown. And, they didn't. Well, they really didn't shoot the ball well from downtown. They didn't shoot the ball well at all from the top of the key. We saw Mikal Bridges struggle from there. OG Anunoby struggled a little bit from there. So adding another guy who can work into pick and pop as the pop guy and bringing another threat from downtown at the top of the key, that's going to help the New York Knicks a lot. Game on. Week 1 starts now, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. This isn't just football. It's first touchdown fireworks, anytime TD rushes, and live bets that ride every momentum shift. At DraftKings, every play is your next shot to win. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sports app and use code KnicksChat. That's code KnicksChat to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort Kansas, fees may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer. I've already placed my 4-pick parlay for week 1 of the NFL season. It's a plus 2150 lineup. I got the New York Giants beating the Washington Commanders. As you can tell, I am a Giants fan. I got Malik Neighbors as an anytime touchdown scorer. I'm taking the Dolphins to win against the Indianapolis Colts, and the lock of all locks. Give me the under on the Daniel Jones passing yards. Place a $10 bet on this parlay, and you can win $225. Shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring today's video. Take advantage of the awesome deal. That information is clickable and all down in the comments and the description. A lineup that I want to see the New York Knicks go to this year is a 5-out lineup where you have Brunson and Bridges and Anunoby and Towns, but Yabusele is that 4th player on the court at that time, because you aren't going to be able to help off of anybody, and you're going to be able to run a true 5-out offense, and you can really manipulate that pick and roll and pick and pop with Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony-Towns, or you could run it with Brunson and Yabusele. Towns is a really good shooter from all over the floor, and having him get looks off the catch is something I want to see be done at a higher clip for the New York Knicks as well. I think with Bridges and Anunoby playing alongside Yabusele and Towns, that's going to open up more driving lanes for them as well, and more ball movement, more player movement in a Mike Brown offense. That's going to make it easier for everybody to score, especially when you have 5 guys on the floor that have the potential to shoot 36+% from downtown. He's going to come off the bench, and he needs to. And the Knicks need him to be the guy that he was for the 76ers last year, and how he's playing right now for France. In the regular season, the New York Knicks had the worst bench scoring team in the NBA at just 21.7 points per game. In the playoffs, they were second worst. 16 teams make the playoffs, and they had the 15th best bench scoring. So you were the worst in the regular season. You were the second worst in the playoffs, and you can kind of see that the New York Knicks made the moves they did this summer to improve these numbers. You go out and you get Jordan Clarkson on a veteran minimum deal. I think that is going to be a steal. Now, would he have gotten major money if he wasn't waived or cut by the Utah Jazz? I don't know, but I think he would have got more than that veteran minimum contract. And Guerschon Yabusele signing for just $5.5 million, that's going to help a lot as well. You're essentially adding 27 points to your bench scoring team, which is more than the New York Knicks bench scored all of last year. Like, these guys are going to bring you juice off the bench. You could have Jordan Clarkson run the offense as the ball handler. Needs to be a little bit more efficient. I'm curious to see how he's going to look in a more structured, winning-focused organization. And then Yabusele, maybe not as many touches, but can he continue to make the most of those and be a true pro and be a master in his role. I'm excited to see Clarkson Yabusele lead the bench scoring for the New York Knicks this year. On the flip side of that coin, I am a little bit worried about the defense for both those guys. Like, let's not get it twisted. Jordan Clarkson is not a great defender. He can be a willing defender at times, but he's just not an elite defender. I wouldn't even say he is a good defender. And Guerschon Yabusele, as good as he is on the offensive end, he's a little bit weak on the defensive side as well. So that falls on the plate of Mike Brown. How is he going to manage that? I understand Brown is more of an offensive coach, but he still relies on strong defensive principles. And I think we're going to kind of get away from that Tom Thibodeau style of play where if you can't defend, you're not going to play. If you can produce on offense, there's a role for you on this team. And Clarkson and Yabusele, they're going to be two of those players that reap the benefits of Mike Brown. Like, it'll be interesting to see the lineups that he is going to use. Like, when is Clarkson going to play? Is he going to be that first guard off the bench? Is he going to come in for Jalen Brunson? Is he going to come in for Mikal Bridges? Is Yabusele going to be the first guy off the bench and come in for Mitchell Robinson? And then Yabusele's at the 4 and Towns at the 5. Is Towns going to be the first guy in for Yabusele? Will you see Mitch at the 5 and Yabusele at the 4? That's a tandem and a duo that I am extremely excited about. Like, you still have a lot of size. You still have a lot of strength, and you can allow Robinson to be the dominant paint protector he is, also dominating on the glass, and having another stretch four in Yabusele who could open up the paint. And maybe the New York Knicks look to get Mitchell Robinson a little bit more involved in the pick and roll this year, getting downhill, throwing up those lobs, and letting him clean those up. A question mark that I have going into the year is, what is Jordan Clarkson's role going to be? Is he just going to be the sub for Jalen Brunson? Like, when Brunson is out of the game, is Clarkson going to be in the game, being the guy that runs the table, sets up the offense, plays essentially a point guard type role? Or are we going to be able to see Brunson and Clarkson play in the backcourt together? We've seen through Brunson's time as a New York Knick, when he plays alongside another ball handler, the numbers suggest that's when he's at his best. When him and Quickly played together, those net ratings, they were awesome. When Brunson and McBride play together, the data says that that's a winning tandem. So are the Knicks going to try to work that out with Brunson and Clarkson? It'll be interesting to see. And Mike Brown, he's got to push the right buttons this year. When it comes to the depth chart, like, it's interesting. I think this is the starting 5 with Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Towns, and Robinson. I could see Towns, being the first guy out. Yabusele goes in for him. Maybe Robinson is the first guy out. Yabusele goes in for him. What about when it's a back-to-back? Is Mitchell Robinson going to play in those this year? I would probably not want him to do that, as I need him, and we want him to be completely healthy when the playoffs get here. No need to burn him out in the regular season. How often is Clarkson going to play alongside Brunson? Is it going to be McBride and Clarkson as a duo off the bench, and McBride is your point of attack defender, where Clarkson is the guy running the point guard role? A lot of different combinations the New York Knicks can run. I'm interested to see how Mike Brown pulls those strings. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you are following me on social media. We usually do a video every summer of 5 to 10 lineups I want to see the New York Knicks run. If you want that video, hit that thumbs up icon for me.